Hi, I'm Nishad, and in today's particular video, we'll be looking at how we can leverage Odoo ERP in the manufacturing industry. I'll be portraying you the manufacturing process for a particular product. So basically, the manufacturing companies who have not yet implemented the Odoo ERP face a lot of problems because they are managing and maintaining their data within spreadsheets and or emails. Now what this causes is that there is a lot of problems when it comes to the management of data movement, inventory and much more. Also, the departments that are there within the manufacturing company are all disconnected. For example, the inventory, maintenance, the other departments that are there, or the accounting as well, they're all disconnected. Now here comes the Odoo ERP that unifies all of the departments there and provides real-time data to each and every component of the company, right? So before we proceed today with today's particular workflow there, kindly do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So now, right now you can see that on my screen I have the database of the Odoo ERP, and here I have the different sections. So here we also have the manufacturing, where we can do the manufacturing resource planning as well. We have the shop floor, inventory, sales and CR. Now the particular demonstration today is regarding the manufacturing of a particular product. So for that, first of all, let me go to the inventory section, and here let's go to the products. So I've already created one product, so let me search that out. So I have a product with the name red fabric. Now here you can see that the product is only saleable, right? And the product type is goods, and we are tracking the inventory by quantity. Apart from that, I've set the sale price here, and the cost and the category has been assigned as all. Apart from that, if I now come down to the inventory section, here under the operations you can see for the routes I've set it as replenish on order or made to order and manufactured, right? Now after I've made these changes, I've saved the product. Now for the bill of materials on the smart buttons here, as you can see, we have different options that will basically take us to the actual operation there. So here you can see that we have the bill of materials. So if I go to the bill of materials for the red fabric ticket, we have to manufacture this particular product. So if I open the red fabric, here you can see that we have different options here for the main product, that is the red fabric 1. So the quantity is required as 1, and the BOM type is as manufacture this particular product. And here we have different tabs. The very first one is the components tab. Under the components, what I've done is that using the add a line, I have added, for example, I need to manufacture a red fabric. For that, what I need cotton, I need a pH adjuster, I need a red dye and a dye for the fabric as well. So what I've done is that I've added all of these components here, and I've set the quantity for each and the product unit of measure as well. Now if I tap here on the cotton, I can edit that if I want, and I can set the quantity as well. Now coming to the operations, so that were the components that are required for creating the red fabric. Now coming to the operations, if I go to the operations, here what I've done is that I've created 3 different operations for manufacturing the red fabric. The operation 1 involves knitting and weaving. The operation 2 requires dyeing and printing, and the operation 3 is for finishing, where we'll be doing some quality checks on the product. And if you want to add more, you can tap here on the add a line option as well, and then you can create one as required. Now for the operation 1, what I've done is that I've set the operation name here, and the duration computation has been set to duration manually. I've chosen the work center as knitting and weaving, and the default duration is set as 60 minutes for that, and the employee capacity is 2. The company is my company San Francisco, and here we have the worksheet as well. Now for the worksheet, you can add a PDF file, a Google slide or text document to let know what exactly needs to be done under this particular operation. So under operation 1, for example, I have set the description as this is a knitting and a weaving operations guide, and I have saved this particular thing. Apart from that, for the operation 1, I can also add the instructions that needs to be followed. So if I tap there, you can see the reference number, the product is the red fabric, the operations are being done by the manufacturing unit. These are the instructions, and the main quality team is going to manage them. If I tap here, you can see the different sections within the same, and you can add the instructions as well. So for now, I'll just edit it as this is a demo content, right? Now let's go to the red fabric product once again. The same goes with the dyeing and printing. The duration has been set for 60 minutes. If I tap here on the dyeing and printing, you can see it's the operation 2. Set duration as manually, default duration, and the employee capacity has been set. And I've edited the worksheet and the description for the same as well. Apart from that, for this one as well, I have set the instructions, and for the final operation as well, I've set the details accordingly, right? So this was a bit about the main product as the red fabric, and now let's do one thing. Let's go ahead and let's create a quotation. For example, a customer is asking for a red fabric product, and that to 1 units. So let's see the manufacturing process for the same, right? For the same, what I'll do is I'll just go back. I'll go to sales, and here I'll be creating a new quotation, and I'll choose the customer name as interior, the expiration dates for this quotation, and the price list is available here. You can choose a price list as per your own requirement for this particular customer, and I'll tap here on the add a product option, and this brings the option to search the product. So let's search the red fabric 1, and after I've edited, I require 1 quantity for this customer, and if I want, I can add some terms and conditions as well. And lastly, let me do one thing. Let me directly confirm it, this particular quotation. So as soon as we have confirmed this particular quotation, you can see the quantity that is required is 1, and the delivered quantity is showing at 0. And here you can see that under the smart buttons, we have the manufacturing option has come up, and one is the delivery option. So if I go to the manufacturing, this would take us to the particular manufacturing section here, and here you can see the details. Else what you can do is you can also, after creating a quotation that is directly converted into the what do we say as the manufacturing order. So I can go to the manufacturing section, and here I can go to operations and manufacturing orders, and here you can see that we have the red fabric as you can see with the manufacturing order as 00011. And here you can see the complete list of components that are required for manufacturing this particular product. Then we have the work orders. Here we have the operations, different operations for the different work centers for creating the product, and the quantity required is 1, expected duration, and here you can see the status of waiting for components, waiting for another work order, waiting for another work order. From here you can start to stop the manufacturing process. You can make it as done, block, or you can open the shop floor or print the work order as well. So right now what I'll do is I assume that I have the product quantities or the component quantities available within my manufacturing unit itself. So I'll just make it as 2023 for the time being, and let's save it. Now you can see that I've set the quantity here, and let me do one thing. Let me make the quantity as 100, and let's set it as 100. I'll set this one as 100 or 1000, and let's set it as 100, right? Now for making the changes, you can see that the component status is showing it as not available. Now the component status would have shown it as available if we had set the components of the actual product, like the cotton pH adjuster, red dye, or the dye for the fabric, as purchased product as well. So that thing will be coming in another video as well. So for now, this is the manufacturing order that we have received, And let's tap here on the save button first, and let's tap here on the plan option. And now I can go to the shop floor through the smart button here. So here I'll tap on the shop floor, and after tapping on the shop floor, you can see that we have 3 different steps: knitting and weaving, dyeing and printing, and finishing. So for the very first operation on the manufacturing floor, the particular user would check the worksheet. So here we had set it as this is a knitting and a weaving operations guide. You can add a PDF or a Google slide as well for the employee to check what exactly needs to be done within this particular operation. So you need to register product as 1 unit and instructions. If I tap on the instructions here, you can see that we have the knitting and the weaving guide. Apart from that, you have a cog icon that you can make use of for scrapping the particular operation. You can add a component, you can add a byproduct, or you can open a manufacturing order as well, or you can move this particular operation to another work center as well, or you can update the instructions as well. And if you want, you can also block this particular operation by tapping on the block. This shop floor operation would be blocked. Now to start the operation for the knitting and weaving, that is the very first stage of this particular manufacturing process, I'll tap here on the start button, and you can see that this is a demo content. This is the knitting and weaving operations guide. I can check the guide. I'll tap here on the next button, and you can see that the timer has started. Now after the knitting and weaving process for the operation 1 has been completed, what I can do is I can tap here on the pause button and mark it as done. So after the knitting has been completed, it's a smooth transition from the knitting and weaving to the dyeing and printing. Now comes the second operation. In a similar way, I can check the worksheet here. Let me close it down. I had added the text format. You can add a PDF on Google slide as well for the instructions there. Now for the dyeing and printing, as soon as on the shop floor, we are starting this particular operation number 2 for the dyeing and printing. I'll tap here on the start one, and I'll tap here on the next, after reading the instructions. And when this particular operation for the dyeing and printing has been completed, I can mark it as done, or if I want, I can make use of these options as per my own requirement, and then we can proceed further. So for now, let's make it as done, the dyeing and the printing process as well. We have done it. So the first and the second ones are complete on the shop floor control panel section that you can see. Now coming to the finishing of the product, here we can check the worksheet for the same in a similar manner, and we can start this particular process of finishing the product. Tap here on the next for the quality checks, and when this particular thing or the operation number 3 has been completed, we can tap here on the pause button, and we can tap here on the mark as done. After that, you can see that we have the option to close the production, so we can close the production thereafter. Now let's tap here on the close production to close the manufacturing of the red fabric product, because we are done with the knitting and weaving. Then we went on to the other operation, the dyeing and the printing, and lastly the finishing. We have finished the product. So this has been completed. Let's go back to the manufacturing order, and now you can see that to consume the quantity that was consumed. And here we can go to the work center, and here you can see that all of the operations have been finished. The real duration for finishing each of the operations on the floor, on the shop floor, have also been identified here. You can see a green icon for the same. If you can block, open the shop floor again, or print the work order sheet as well. So this was the way how you can basically take a step and manufacture a product using the Odoo ERP system. So it's that simple, right? Now if I come down here to the top, and you can see the smart buttons are there, and one option is there, traceability, right? So if I tap here on the traceability, you can see the traceability report for this product that we have manufactured. So the red fabric, the date it was sent from the production to into stock for 1 unit, and the total number of components like cotton, gauge, tracer, and the rest of the things that were required for the production here, along with the quantities that were utilized for the creation of that single red fabric product have also been shown. Now if I go back to the main manufacturing order here, you can see that has now been removed from this manufacturing order section. And let's go back to the sales section. Now in the sales section, here's the order that we had earlier placed, order number 67 for the customer, that was Israel Interior. Now if I open that up, you can see that here we have the option of the delivery. So if I go to the delivery option, here you can see the product availability is showing as available right now. The source document is being displayed, the demand was 1, the quantity is available as 1. And now if I want, then I can validate this, right? So after evaluating, now if I go back to the quotations and back to the particular quotation once again, you can see that the quantity was required as 1 and it has been delivered as 1, right? So apart from that, if you want again to go back to the manufacturing section, you can directly tap on the smart button at the top, that's the manufacturing one, and that will bring up the manufacturing order for this particular product, that was the red fabric. So yes, that was how easy it is basically to make use of the Odoo ERP system to leverage the manufacturing process there. So you can easily create a product and create a, what we say as a quotation for that. That quotation is automatically added to the manufacturing order. Within the manufacturing order, the product that you are manufacturing, you can add the components for them, you can set the operations for them, and thereafter you can process each of the operations on the shop floor using the smart shop floor panel that you have, and you can easily manage and create the product within your manufacturing process. That way, the Odoo ERP allows you to unify each and every component of your what we say as the company. For example, the inventory, the delivery, or it be the what we say as the maintenance department is there, and accounting is there. All of them are basically unified, and whenever you are processing anything, all of the data is being provided to each of them in real time. So yes, that was much about today's video, and I hope that it helped you out in understanding the manufacturing process for a particular product using the Odoo ERP. Thanks for watching the video, and have a great day ahead.